instead of finding what you
The bomb's like me.
kind of stopping the moment could give you. So maybe a little bit of that pullback and reset in these moments where they have numbers up.
It was right next to Jump.
Almost tagged, but they don't know it's Osbos.
But because
and someone else.
The Osbos missed that arm shot, so it allows them to scale up even more with that. And that forces a Hunter's Fury to come out early from column 2. Will not hit anything. And this is an opportunity now for MIBR to group up here and fight this spot.
I don't want them to see.
I usually do it down here.
Weaken up as he meets up with everybody towards B.
It's really hot. Can you just put on a jacket?
Even giving a peek towards the right side. Nazi has a marshal.
You're Russian.
The operator really.
You're Russian jeans.
Putting everyone they can
20 years
around Lev on Osbos. They're looking to clear a zone, that peak.
Solid yellow dash on the top, another off shot miss, so the wingman still
They just don't even have flashes for him. He's going to try.
He'll get it at least.
Oh wow.
Yo, what is he doing on the A bomb site? Your team is losing on B.
As Tex was ready for it the whole time.
Oh, that's the orb.
It's out in the open.
Ooh, crispy.
There's only 1 HP left for Mazine.
Oh,
my gosh, Mazine.
Mazine's aim's been insane though.
He's looking good.
Yeah, he's been looking
He's
really
looking good
good.
down up over here, but not up here.
One more person, so he's not LMS here. I think these go so much different for MIBR.
I think Cats recon line up in Ice Boss.
Right, we're not seeing.
He's seen my Sova. It's better than his.
Here with the Sova util and the Harbor Walls and the Viper kind of util coming through. We see how much it has caused MIBR to have to scatter. Right? They're being seen through the smokes. They want to find cover on.
Wow, look at that. He almost got him too.
If they could have gotten the height on that shot, but it's Osbos still with the updraft.
It's also nice, at least in that thrifty round that we just had by MIBR, that lurk up that Liazi tried to do towards the A side, something that he was very good to do on the attack side of MIBR on Ascent, was actually denied here by Tex at screens. That's good information for them that they could take over and carry over in these future rounds when
we stop doing the actual match we're all trying to see. That's not. This match is like. Matches are irrelevant. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Lev can win, Lev can lose. They're still gonna qualify. You gotta see that next match though.
Building up the height.
Yeah, this is just like building it up.
Trying to almost pick apart Leviathan before you're hitting the site. Seems like the answer. Because that combo.
So wait, you go from MIBR to FF. No, you
been
can't
able to
FF.
see that combo with one down. 5v4 was still pretty difficult on A for them to take. Getting towards B, it seems like they are gaining a bit more ground, but only once the round has passed maybe 30 seconds, right? They're kind of relying on Leviathan to over-rotate and move out of their original positions. You can't rely on things. You have to make those things happen.
His ass was
you're
7-0.
out of them. So we got to see more from MIBR here.
Yeah.
See if
Paints
they
is,
down and pressure Lev. Make
Oh, good.
play
I think he's just nervous because it's
reactive instead of their proactive.
I like know he's in his.
I know everyone.
I know he's a really
everyone
good.
hyped him up in tier 2, and like now he's tier.
Well, it's his first. It's his
Paint,
first.
I'll see you in the ring, kid, buddy.
One thing to cool down here for Leviathan, at least on the Viper, there's always going to
That's all I can play now, anyways.
So they have to be ready for that.
I need some competition there.
You need some competition there.
The wallbang does come through.
Game snipers are not enough.
Does not connect onto Osbos, who has a good position now, just at the bottom.
Fair enough for your mental.
Oh, paint.
Finally, Shazam.
Come on, buddy.
Oh, the little wiggle giving him the advantage off the aim. Osbos finds 2 to
Nah,
start.
Paint's mental is booming right now. He just wants to go next. He's like,
I mean, I
guys,
think he's
I'm
still-
sorry, it's my
yeah.
fault.
He's still putting up a smile.
But still very proactive, pushing forward.
I feel like it's so hard to do.
Gains the first 2 kills. And they may
It
be trying
is.
to get his op at the end of this round, to be honest.
Off attack.
Towards B though, Liazzi with those roams you were just talking about.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
Then Tex once
One
again
bullet.
to understand these lurks and these pushes. There was no alarm bot there, no nothing, so an opportunity there for Liazzi to get some sort of advantage and potentially go for the dual win, but sometimes it's just going to be on the other end. It's just Tex being
Oh wow, he darted and then he turned around to break and then he swung with it. That was a sick dart
Mazine is
from him.
insane. Oh my god.
Yo, Mazine.
You got this.
Holy shit.
This guy
Damn,
is
dude.
insane. Get this guy a raise.
just a little bit more
Yeah,
of that advantage to create the opportunity for the side of MIBR. They got a lot of work to do here, and these rounds are taking the entire team. Like Leviathan is putting the pain on. It's going to hurt the economy. So it's an uphill battle here for MIBR, even more so.
Season. We talked to you're so
knowing he's got to put up numbers.
You have like the puns of like a dad, you know?
The safety net over and over here for MIBR.
That's nice and shiny there in their jersey.
I know, it's the holographic.
Yeah.
When I saw it in
That's
person,
holographic.
when I saw it in person, I was like, that looks so nice.
To be in the face.
You watching esports team? I'm currently watching one now.
And the sprays comes for this is a perfect bait.
Esports is my favorite sport.
To get that corner and to take him down. And that might force here MIBR to move a little bit more quickly towards this A site.
Double walls.
Timing of the high tide.
I got mine, yeah. I got mine like 2 years ago or so. Wow, yikes, feet.
Nano swarm onto Shazam as they trade each other's on the kill. But the anchor's just too good for Leviathan towards
Be honest, this match is over.
that last frag coming out from one end to the other.
I'm thinking we'll get him like a round or two.
Just these shots here.
Well, I mean, MIBR was dominating the last one, and then you know.
They were swooping, that's why.
More patience, feeling
If
like
I
they can
can
take
hook
more
up.
time. in the
Mazin's gonna
situation.
he's gonna get an ace and it's gonna put the momentum up, and then it's gonna be a
He
third
just did
map.
that.
Oh, he's gonna get another ace. It's gonna set.
Taking these firefights one-on-one quite easily now. To restep, a shot, restep, and just
Aspas
take
changing
out
his
their
Vandal
opponent
skin.
every
It's
time.
on their RGX now.
Tough for
Yeah, I need
MIBR.
my
These
settings
fights now
changed.
down on the buy. 5 ults ready though.
Exactly. They're forcing around this with the ults. Bladestorm for paint.
You
2
guys
Vandals. And there's Aspas at 10 HP. Bladestorm cannot
Keeps
catch him
doing
down,
this,
though,
so-
as he takes control of jail. Trying to find a
so
surprise
uncomfortable.
kill.
Sit
sideways like this.
Just maybe a one and done. There's that
Yeah.
first. King there for the support for the top of pipes. And it is not working to
It's kinda like
punish
a
Aspas
bench
at
or
all.
something.
Shazam and Mazine
Put
left.
it on her.
Shazam trying to stay
they're
alive.
too big.
Winning that duel is going to be Mazzino. And now classic
Oh.
to classic. It's Mazine that wins it.
This bus lived.
But
Yeah, I don't know how
I don't even know.
He got
Yeah.
stabbed with oh, he breaks it.
The ults here that MIBR had
Me
it will
too.
force them to be on another eco.
I feel like Aspas has nothing to worry about in that situation, right? He's like, who's gonna peek next? What doesn't look like a wall or a corner? Oh, that's a person. Because
Yeah, I don't even know
Vito
how
is
he lived.
flying over his shoulder. He's covered on the left, covered on the right. Has somebody
Careful.
back above behind him. How can
That's
you
like
not put
main
confidence in that
character
situation
shield.
when you're backed up that well?
And at 13-1.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's
13.
absurd. 6-2 now.
Paint is 1 and 8.
Leviathan really
What's
striking
more
out
impressive?
a nice box.
Paint 1 and 8 or Aspas 13 and 1?
Where did Aspas push again?
I think
this
the
time?
1 and 8 is more
They're trying to
impressive.
get quick to these identification or identify positions.
Thoughts?
Drone, they can get a dart out and take a bit of space.
12 going.
And even if they
32.
wanted to tempo and try to
That's
fight
it.
back against Aspas,
That wasn't the
look at
question.
how much Aspas has in terms of HP versus Artazine after. Now
1 and 9?
Guardian given to paint. Mini Bogdan's Law.
The 1 and 8 isn't that impressive? I can do that almost every game. Me too.
And that's going to slow down once again this attempt of bringing up that tempo for MIBR to try
This
to capitalize on
This
maybe
round
opposition
is
from
like-
Leviathan, but the utility is too good.
It is.
Oh, they have 4
they have
ults,
so
yeah.
they have 4
I mean, they have
ults.
no
The
health
alarm
anymore.
bot and the molly to stop
Still,
anybody pushing.
there's
and
nobody
then
on A right
put
now.
up his denial plant orb, and you can't
King
see
is there.
Aspas get out.
King's
Well, I mean,
Bounce
yeah,
it.
but he's playing super like retake.
Now looking for something. MIBR
Go
pulls
back.
all 5 members back to A.
Starts up in
Really
2.
chipped at their HP now as they try to take the site.
Might have to use these ults if they
He's about to cook.
intentional.
Oof.
Well, they have the info now. They can just take
Hate,
site,
man.
maybe push.
Hey, man.
I feel like they have to do something.
The amount of ults the
Oh, they have-
see the Aussie trying to run back, and he had the lockdown in his hands too, so it might be the call. Falling back now as the
Getting
Hmm.
cooked,
screen
yeah.
comes up. There's that pit, so we are going to try to delay. Lockdown now in.
Paint, not paint.
Force the hand of Leviathan to try to fight back here on the top of 410. Shot darts are now coming through. High tide
I'm
coming
not a
through.
hater, because whatever comes
That's
around goes
moving
around.
in very silently as Mazzino gets the kill. That will be the pit falling down. And also,
Are you still playing pro?
the lockdown
Yeah, I'm
has been
energy
denied.
7th
There
man.
comes the Hunter's Fury, but we're fully sticking to here. Calm's gonna be looking.
Whoa.
Oh, he stuck it.
Yeah.
Cobb knows. He knows the Hunter's Fury's hits. Also, seeing how Mazin's wall went, or pit went out there, usually you
14
see
is
something, it looks like a dizzy. On the right side of the A site, it kind of forms around Jenny, and then it gives you a little bit of a height spot underneath the bottom of Belt, which did not happen, and they were able to instantly spray down Mazin. So you didn't have that.
I mean, this is expected. The Aspas map, like going into it,
Yeah.
everyone knows.
So, like,
Yeah,
Aspect is like,
like
top of
everyone
30.
knows it's just gonna be. He's just gonna pop off. He like knows how to play this map perfectly, and they know how to set him
So
up.
first pulse 2 just missing on the right side of Generator, which is why here Calm could have fully stuck it. It was at 150. Now MabBR around what he potentially could have had it with these ults. We'll have to try to go with another attempt. First time here you see the op coming out from Paint on the attack side. Trying to leverage that towards the B main as they were expecting potentially Aspas to play towards yellow once again.
They banned it for like a week because they had wall hacks. If you inspect it,
Wait,
you see people
really?
through the wall. Yeah.
Was it like the?
Lev has not been giving anything to Mazin or
Alright,
the
I'm
Nazi in these
starving.
roams. It always comes down to the
Good break.
Pete, buddy.
Trying to make something happen with that operator.
Protocols are just too good here for Leviathan.
Not looking good for you, Pete.
The high-low that they have is way too high here for players to really react on anything when there's jiggle peaks and shoulder peaks, allowing the one on the top of B heaven of the B side to get that pick.
I love this pit, actually, from Lev. Just backed into the corner. Somebody's always creeping and lurking there. The site never feels free unless
Chad's
you take
got
them out.
jokes.
King starts.
Chad's got jokes.
That does have jokes.
Again, apologies. Looks like it was
Chad,
down on the defense.
if everyone in chat just combine themselves to be like one brain, they already are. You guys would be like great stand-up comedians.
Ew.
Wow.
And the Reckoning is going to get too much information here. Artazine stuck. At least denies here the opportunity of Leviathan to get a flawless. But Leviathan looks to be running away here with the defensive half.
Absolutely. They're too confident in their play. The way they're protecting each other, the death ball that they're moving into, they haven't seen it lose in how many rounds. So they're confident to continue running through, right? Whether they're starting 2 or 3
Their-
at screen,
their second time out.
Aspas up on the
Yeah.
catwalk, on the overhang. Ooh.
Oh, he moved.
You see a slight movement there as he shot, so he went right into the wall. Fortunately, no opportunities for Paint to get one pick.
Unfortunate. Just literally pixels right now could change the situation in those shots. And the timing and the movement is going in favor of Leviathan. 8-2 now. As we're feeling comfortable. Honestly, in the start of the stage, seeing what's happening to teams, even though it's a change a bit there in the coaching staff, the Itopada, expect the Leviathan to be able to still pull through those wins with the composition.
There's always Sentinels fans. I think the players are good and like really great, but Sentinels fans are some of the scariest fans
Absolutely.
ever.
Good in there, young. Playing on high sense, tiny little computer.
Make a roster of my kid in 18 years.
There you go.
The jet differential.
Yeah, Sen fans are absolutely terrifying.
All right. We get
Intro, thank you for the tier 1 PlayStation.
Thrash for Artsine. They've been throwing that pretty early before they even get closer to 410, more side so behind pipes when they throw it. So the site clear isn't kind of as worrisome for Leviathan on that. We'll see if they change up how Thrash is used here and maybe pulled back for a second run. But you got to note, Aspas still 14-1. Hard for MIBR to do anything with that man on the map.
And that's the thing. It's hard also for Paint to get anything done too. There's not. Hold on, let's hold that thought. Mazin is able to sneak through and get that look on Mazino, so that's a great first start. And he gets information on two.
Mazin gets like high value of going mid.
Yeah.
He's been getting really high value.
And that's confirmed now that the A site's open. An opportunity for MIBR to move in and go for a plant.
But they're not. They're waiting a lot, leaving it up to Wingman. The wall still denies them coverage, even though it's on the other side. And lo and behold, they're good enough to get that one. So now it's post-plant time.
They even miss a nanoswarm to try to cover up towards that spike. So that might have to force MIBR to stay within and fight towards 410, fight on the top of the tower. Thankfully, though, they had the player advantage. King trying to squeeze in the Raptors, and he will spot Shazam. The second swing to come out. But next, that's Paint to fall as well. Those players that have to play forward positions, well, all denied because the nanoswarm cannot delay enough. It's up to Tex going to stick onto the fuse. Wingman trying to push.
Oh, I know he took down Aspas.
The Guardian trying to get that one, and he will be able to get it. Only one
Come on, MIBR. You guys got
That's
this.
2.
Come on.
That's 3. Oh my god.
They still won the round, though.
He's still looking clean.
Aspas with 4, King now with 4. They're getting all the kills in the end to make the Altdorts happen, but that was a good one from MIBR. They stayed true to using their util, and they kind of believed that it would work, it seemed. Nobody was hesitant there, even losing shots. And King was able to create such an opportunity. He takes down 2 and still is able to watch for the lurk. So that means these 3 members of Leviathan are pushing forward with ferocity. So big stop by MIBR there to feel comfortable in the post plant. It has not seemed that way almost all map. A 4th round would be huge here from the attack side, so they could set up a little bit of defense with breathing room. But Aspas with the up, one away from Blade Storm, ready to activate here on the final round.
Only been 90 minutes. About to be over already. A little speed run.
Again for the first blood. Crazy
like it's
stuff
been
from his pushes down mid. Hadn't really seen that since the first few rounds.
Exactly. That's how it caught here at MIBR off guard. They were still trying to default here and figure out a way to fight against Aspas. The wide swing. Looks like he potentially got the connection onto Shazam. He's down to 34 here.
But he legged Shazam through the wall when he missed.
It's so tough for MIBR. They lose 1 or 2 members here finally. Getting some power in numbers in and under the site.
Yeah.
But this is tough. Almost the quietness of it has to be giving them the heebie-jeebies here. No one's peeking yet, but they do hear the off from Aspas.
That push up from the Aussie could be everything here, but unfortunately just got spotted by Mazzino.
There's one.
There's that 5 long range shoot towards you. Now we have to stick off.
Go paint.
Or at least get away as the spike.
Got a second kill.
You heard the Hunter's Fury coming out from Com. There's only 2 players left to take down. It's Paint and Shazam. The subs now for MIBR. One holding towards the yellow Shazam with a recon dart trying to clear it. It's a shock dart at least towards the default.
Oh wait, is he 2 and 12?
Vulnerabilities coming through and Aspas
I don't know. I'm not like keeping track of.
He's 2 and 12, I think.
Hey, he doubled his kills.
He did.
They'll take the half 9-3.
They're so quick at reacting. If they make it
9-3 curse
the
on
spike
Icebox,
has
to be
longer to beat because they're already there. They're
9-3
already
curse on
fighting
Icebox.
continuous for the entirety of that spike.
Not for them.
And they just give MIB.
Oh, it's the same KD as the other guy.
It was close, but nonetheless, still a victory coming through from Leviathan so far.
Yeah.
Definitely a different 9 and 8 positioning on where they're at compared to the Ascent game, where they had to fight back to tie the game up 6-6.
Absolutely.
But now it's time to at least toss it back to the desk so they could break down the first half.
Thank you so much for that, fellas. And, you know, yes, a completely different game than what we saw in Map 1. Map 1 could be defined, I think,
Yeah, their
by
player card is so
surprise.
cool.
We're doing cool things. Map 2 is, hey, we're Leviathan. We know what we're doing. We're going to walk away
I don't know what MIBR is in.
There's
It's like
even
a
rounds where Aspas
Somebody
has
gaming.
like
Someone
A gamer
gaming.
gaming.
zero aura or something in the server because he
Thoughts
just
on
kind of
Mel's
went on to off some of
hair?
these rounds.
Honestly,
He just
we're
starts,
like low-key
owning them
mashing.
with his rifle, and I think there was a lot of rounds from MIBR that
Everyone just
they
needs-
kind of just misused their ults. There was so many opportunities for
Had
them
the
to
purple
run
hair
around
for
with
like
proper
2
ult usage,
years.
and they were just totally missing on that.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of rounds for them later
Now
on.
I'm matching with
really
Max's actual hair
disconnected.
color.
There was one where at the very end, Payne and Shaz, excuse me, were fighting
Thing is, the
forward.
purple
The
won't
rest of
come
the guys
out.
were way too far back.
So the other
And
side of my
Aspas
hair
just
is like
taken
slightly
full
greenish.
advantage of that. I mean, look at the
They
difference.
just
That's
won't
map 1.
out.
The
It's
entirety of
ashy.
map 1. The first half
But it's a
of
work in
map
progress.
2.
I have to bleach
that's-
it more.
He stepped up massively.
It's the Aspas effect that has, you know,
This is map
Wow,
1 stuff.
yeah.
This is map
but another player
first half of map 2.
Ascent is really
solid
hard
group
for
coming in.
Jets,
This
though.
is King
Yeah.
really putting up a ton of numbers for this squad. So it does feel like, you know, the heavy hitters of the squad now, they're starting to heat up. This is going to get a
feel
little
like it's
scarier for
very
MIBR.
rare to
Is there
see,
a chance, Mel, that they can climb their way back into this?
It's going to be really
Yeah,
tough. I think
a
Lev's
Jet
attack
player
is going to be
do really
I think it's
well
gonna be
on
great from them, and frankly,
Ascent
just based on how they're
nowadays.
playing their defense, Aspas is just going to go
Just
in,
nowadays.
get
Yeah,
2,
it's
get
sort of
3,
harder now.
King's going to clean up, everyone else is going to clean up. It
It used to
People
be
just
like a
spam a lot now.
yeah,
Feels
sorry.
like
It used to
when
be such a
gets down to
dominant
playing the fundamental,
map
you know, Valorant, what we know and
for
what
Jet
we
players, and
expect.
that's-
It's like you gotta go for Leviathan in that instance, right? They have more experience as a unit, but on top of that, Wyatt, it looks like this could very well be curtains for
Yeah, definitely. MIBR, I felt like they had a lot more fire in that first game, and now it's
I
kind
know
of been
I've been
extinguished.
sniffy for an
Let's see
hour.
how this all
It
closes
was
out.
always
Send it
sniffy.
back over to Vansili and Rivington.
And hopefully now in the second half for MIBR, they could find that spark again.
Oh, King is also 17.
No,
Five
King's
there.
insane. Remember that match where both King and Aspas had combined of like 50 kills? They both had like 30 something. That was insane. I got to watch that first.
Yeah, that's the next one. The quiet.
That was so
shining
high.
in the crown on this one. King is absolutely topping the score charts right now, and he's done it before in the last stage. Just kind of starts popping off, and you're like, oh yeah, wait, there was somebody else fragging with Aspas this game, making it so tough for MIBR to even make moves. This Lev is encroached into A, and Aspas is already at work.
Well, that's how you can entry.
Oh my gosh.
Even before the high tide came through, and even before the bubble came across. Yeah, he's got 1 HP, but he's done his job. Allows Calm now to plant the spike, and for all of Leviathan to play within. Aspas will once again be first contact on the top of Jenny. Artazine potentially the first contact on the other end. Wingman to come out first. Shots missing, but the other players in their position is too good for Calm and King.
Top is boring.
To allow Leviathan to get the pistol on a flawless, and the first pistol actually that Leviathan has had this series. Surprisingly enough.
Yeah, very true. Because MIBR still has the Thrifties under their belt, but I think the momentum for
This is the first match of this.
Aspas being able to open the sights, kind of remembering the way he used to play.
Tomorrow.
And I think he recognized MIBR's playing.
Probably like C9, 100 teams or so.
He went into the lose stream mode. He is spinning around.
What happened in Masters Chain?
And really not even getting on that pistol. Not
is it Gen G?
Yeah. So you can see Led's ready, confident here to push through, get this one closed out. Gonna be a little hang back from Tex here to make sure there's no lurk. It's a pretty good commit towards A, and just a tiny bit.
I thought Genji was gonna win Madrid too. They were looking so good.
It's gonna cost you.
Yeah, and that's what we've been seeing Lev do, even from last map to this map, is start with those little things, whether it was the Odin and dart towards tiles, or here.
Tex was all the way T spawn.
To give yourself that.
Yeah.
Like,
I love that spot though. That's so annoying.
MIBR towards this A site, they just don't have the HP. With the amount of walls that are coming,
like you're just nobody can see you and nobody's like checking that, so you like sneak up and then you're just dead and you're like, you freaking nerd. Real life.
Towards A main, trying to take control of middle. There's still a turret.
Best chamber spot.
Watching over if Mazine decides to overcommit to walk down towards mid.
Surprised they didn't just run into A. They learned from their last mistake on the set.
Yeah,
just
looks like a high tide recon out here. Yeah, definitely.
They still have 2 inserted towards A, so it's just based off what info they hear.
Inserted on the right side. Distraction.
I mean, they're gonna run
doing a little
into
fakey.
They're gonna run into a stack again. Wait, nope.
Yeah, they got the info because he full cleared it.
Wait for the site clear. The patience of Lev
Oh,
here.
once you're come back.
It could have been a ruse, but right now they're making it the play.
Because the turret's still there. That's
They're working the map really well, little by little. Even if it's like a 10-3 score, they're still giving them respect.
And that is beautiful calls coming out from King.
That's wild. Avoiding all the danger on this, and they've done already almost a kill in Artzine in damage right now to MIBR without seeing anybody.
Wow.
There it is.
Aspas towards the spawn.
I'd be so mad.
Aspas is gonna farm mid
He's just
equal
gonna go to
frags.
town here. That 1 HP player about to move up. Liadzi all the way towards the spawn.
he didn't
Dash
peek
now.
that.
Disactivated.
Yeah,
They'll just wait it out for MIBR. May just look like the special that turret back towards the spawn. Time to die to spike.
Also, their money's
So, yeah,
kind of.
we'll hang out. We don't want to get
Yeah.
more Aldorbs because you are already farming right now.
Yeah.
Look at that 19 and 2 on the Jenny. Aspas finally getting out of the last seconds of the fuse on the spike. And Leviathan bring it to 11. Confidence here from Lev as MIBR keep themselves safe just for the deaths on that one. But
Throwing up.
it's the next round. Working the map, understanding what's happening, opening kills. It's kind of like Leviathan's checking off everything right here to just make this an easy.
I suppose it's 19 and 2.
Yeah. He somehow won 3 rounds, but he's only died twice.
I know. Well, it's because on the first,
pistol,
the
yeah.
pistol. We'll just need to start like insta banning it.
Turning point for MIBR, but I feel like even after this, there has to be multiple turning points. And they only have 2 rounds to work with if Lev can pull them in their favor.
They're definitely gonna have to dig deep. Now you see the denial of the nanoswarm on top of boilers, so at least for Leviathan, they don't really know where the KG utility is yet.
Chima.
Allen drone coming out from Calm, the bonus round from Leviathan. Grouped up towards the A site. Standard just like the pistol round, high tide to come up. Nardazine is is tucked in. He's trying to get one, and he'll get it. With support now, King almost got that second one.
Somehow Paint died. He was just trying to caress.
Poor guy is getting so unlucky. He's just getting really unlucky.
Texas trying to make a play.
Oh wow, Artisan.
None of them will make a play for Leviathan as Artizine is able to get 4 in a round to give him MIBR the 4th round of this map.
Get thrashed up a little bit quicker, and I think that's
El Diablo's dead. There's new king in
Timo,
house.
thank you for the prime.
Timo, thank you so much for the prime.
Like, play with that confidence, maybe. You still got
Timo's laughing, you know, Paint just died.
Still swing with each other.
The smile on my face.
See how they're working here. Artizine calling the shots, playing from the get-go, trying to get the flashes over everybody's shoulder, and how they're going to assist and kind of play this situation. We see that Paint's on that right side of the site. Our team, if you know, Fraud said he has very good English in the shot calling, so that's not a problem. Shazam's just left, so a lot of good.
Wait, so who is the IGL for MIBR since it's not Shaq? No, chat said it wasn't Shazam.
Those 3 of them
Huh?
group together.
I have no idea.
I thought so too.
The other 2 communicate in their own language here towards the B site, so it works out. You're trying to maximize whatever you could here
At least
with
Square said it wasn't.
the
Azine?
situation that's provided for you.
I mean, he's doing a great job too.
Coaching
Working
up front,
good
that's
while.
trying to make the best of it.
But,
Tex now lurking up towards the tube. 1 for 1 towards the front. Mazine jump spot. There's a wide swing
wow.
for Mazine to get the pick. Duel now in favor of MIBR, but the spike's been planted towards the A site.
Yeah.
The delay has come through, and the Allen Jones starts things off. The spot Mazzino forcing him to fall back.
Come on, Pete.
King though still there with Kong.
Get in there.
Recon dart to answer
Ooh,
back, but King
nice.
finally gets the entry in.
To get the
Osmos
trick.
is still holding towards the dice.
Toes.
Trying to land that third one, but it's a 1 for 1. Cobb is now alone. There's that first and second on the Paint. Clock is still ticking on that
1v3.
spike. He's got the Hunter's Fury. He's just
He's
gonna
got
go back
ult.
and play to his favor.
Yep.
Bazine
He's
now
got
tapping
shock
on the
darts.
spike.
He's like,
There's
I
that
have a
Hunter's
lineup,
Fury,
guys.
and there
Oh
is
wow, you can't even do anything again.
Wow. I see like Osmos is hiding in that corner round after round. She's
What aim routine? Hey, you just got your subs like 5 minutes ago. Why haven't you made your aim routine? Haven't you posted it on YouTube?
Themselves back into the A site with numbers. They're losing so many.
Need some
Trying to
time.
take this clutch coming in. Finally.
Oh, they replay this count.
Super clean. And that was just after those 2 members had taken out Osmos in the back. So there's like one person of Lev for MIBR to work through right now is multiple. It's tough. It's not just that first shot and they can move on, which is really stunting
Come on,
the pace.
one more round.
Again,
Come on.
everything they can to just deny Lev a little bit of an advantage. But it seems like it happens anyways as they take the space.
Flying all the way down to 0, trying to stay alive. Artizine only with the Sheriff, and they're trying to bring the aggression to their favor, but Artizine is down to 30. Mazine still connects. Down towards middle, and that's also the KG utility.
I did it for our try run.
King's rotation towards B can bear any fruit here. They move slow, and they're not going to have too much mid coverage. Okay, Orb goes up. So comms towards King there. You can see how they're working the communication. And they're going to choose the right site. But how does Liazzi play it? Been smart towards each lurk situation, but now he's got to defend alone. Can he survive this?
He's just watching the angle out in the open. Allen Jones going to clear him though. So this is
Fix the
not going
camera
to be
angle.
good.
I'm sitting like you do in matches, how you used to, like with your like, butt all the way up in the chair. That's like the only way I can
Mistake
get in.
coming out from Leviathan, allowing MIBR to potentially close this round and stay alive in this game. Commitment from Leviathan towards this B-side high tide. Potentially forcing him to fight back.
MIBR is still fighting
Oh
back.
wow.
As the wall comes down and he will finally be able to take down Liazzi.
No, I think if they had like a better start.
Really nice, just creating little quadrants to fight in through the smokes as they come back in.
Calm's at the bottom though, trades out.
It would have looked
Osmos. Now Wingman falls and Calm once again is
1v3.
Thrash now being
He
pushed
can't.
forward,
He
trying to
can't do
land
anything. Yeah, he can't do anything there.
That's too good. Shazam lands the kill.
Hi,
goes for the
Jaden.
defuse,
Good morning.
And he will get the Hunter's Fury in the
Hi,
next
man.
round as MIBR is able to play the retake.
Oh, the pressure's on, and it pushes MIBR that much more. They come away with the round, Liazzi.
MIBR just lose. Just go next match.
For so long with
Let's see the
drone
next
coming at
matchup.
you, you're kind of like, I'm either dead to rights and stuff, or
Yeah, who?
nothing's gonna happen.
Attic.
He gets out with almost everything there. His kill in his life. Eventually to find the rest of the round going in
On
MIBR's
Lotus.
favor.
Yeah.
And that was the defuse.
What,
Most of these have been
11-1?
kill rounds because of
Something
that.
like that,
So
yeah.
you see. So that Hunter's Fury is ready, as you said. Osmos now.
I don't know why people keep thinking I'm like
Think we'll see
sibling.
that
We
this
look
round
nothing
with a low
alike.
buy, but they might. Yes, they
He's
will.
white. He's Russian.
Instant. They're gonna try to make something of it right away.
Like a tan
Look at him under.
early.
But there's still Yazzie there, just holding under the boxes.
They don't know.
Great job by Mazine here to create that.
Whoa! Oh my god, wait, he's feeling it. He's gonna get the next one. Oh my god, ace. It's like, I'm gonna
Oh yeah, Pete.
a lot of 4Ks. This matchup, like a lot of 4Ks.
Cleaning things up. Also, I was Paint. He's one away from his ultimate now, as we saw the Blade Storm just get absolutely thwarted there.
Yep.
So slight momentum, a lot to do here. Still, no, they have a lot of work to do as they're calm, cool, and collected. Nice distraction here on the strategy.
That's the
Even the Yahtzee 3.
That was something here, if I'm not mistaken, that King did with Aspas on the defensive round for that long B. That also denied Mazine on that lurk towards B main at the beginning. So you're starting to see here in MIBR continue with good communication goals.
Oh my god, they're just doing the inevitable.
By both Mazine and Leon.
Now 2-minute time out.
First one being called by Leviathan.
6 and 12. We got a lot more rounds.
That's right, and we are looking.
Yeah, they have one
6
round
chances.
left.
That's weird. It's free him. 6 chances here, 12 for Leviathan, and this is what.
I got that anti-ace.
The timeouts he's been calling have actually seen success. The ones they called back to bring Ascent back in their favor was actually the Sheriff round. We saw Tex get the 3 for Market. It was a read on the play. Like, your players are going to play great, but the read on the play after that timeout really helping to come from Itopata. So see if it happens again here for Leviathan, the way they've been attacking this time. To get
What do you think they're going to do?
Defense. Buys on both sides a little bit lower.
I was having a little bit of a rougher buy.
Buff just doesn't know the attack. Let's go every round.
I mean, they're still working the map really well, and they're burning the enemy utility, which I definitely see, like...
And they're looking to get the early recon towards this B side just to snuff out any type of defender players playing towards B, and it seems to be...
You as well. Go ahead.
My tea is cold. You didn't even... You know, Max promised he was going to make me tea this morning?
I cooked breakfast. I forgot about
noise being made. That's about it.
I taught him how to cook.
I'm pretty good. Left side. I don't think with too much being seen.
Because I was like doing a lot of other stuff. I have to do all the adult things.
Oh wow.
I did teach Max to cook.
Whoa, Pete.
Wow.
One more.
Artazine with the confidence trying to push forward. Yeah, they didn't see him. Trying to grab his orb, and now the wingman will finally spot Calm. Top of the head, now Paint.
Nice.
Oh, another 4K.
Especially when it's like, it feels like it's the last round, like it's 12 something. Ooh.
Oh, never mind.
You feel like there's nothing on the line, you're just doing it.
When you're at what?
When it's like 12 something, like you feel like you're about to lose. A lot of teams just start getting, because then you stop playing so strict. You're like, oh, we have nothing else
that's exactly when you play. That's exactly when you start playing strict.
No, that's not.
You try even harder, and that's when you get into your own head.
Well, exactly, you try harder.
Like in a bad way.
So yeah, the first time MIBR does get a chance.
They gave up. They somehow gave up. Normally teams they like.
Okay.
Can you just say I'm back?
You are back. He's got 8 times his kills as he did last time. Yeah, you get like really desperate for that like last round.
Trying to fight against the A side hold, who actually has 3 players there for MIBR.
Let's go, man.
High Tide comes out on the attack. Leviathan's trying to come in for the plant.
The Yahtzee switch sites now. He's at A.
In the back of Dice is where he's
Actually, they got 13 here.
Cool.
They're gonna get 13.
Get the kill.
Also
gets that pick.
That's
got
thrifty.
nice.
That's how they lose.
They haven't lost yet, don't they?
Once again from Leviathan.
It's Mazine.
To win not only the round but the series. Pit now comes up. And that'll slow down the tempo here from both of the teams, but an opportunity and the advantage for Leviathan to get the plant.
I suggest you move.
Oh, yeah, Reckoning comes out. They're going to be able to identify at least some positions here with those circles. Slow moving Paint trying to get through, but they're going to choose to work together on this one.
Even put the High Tide in front of the pit, not allowing for the players to just walk through an early Huntress Fury as well. Just to try to create a diversion.
Oh, he got them both with that. Wow. There we go, left 2.
Hi, Jordan.
Took a little bit to shake off the rust.
Got his arm sleeve always.
Yeah.
The squad of
That one was like a little warm-up match.
Oh, the little
Plushie
plushie,
guy.
so cute. Yeah, everyone has a plushie on stage.
Pivotal rounds there. And on the second map, just seeing King and Aspas go off seems like what we would expect from Leviathan. On that side of MMBR, though, coming out strong.
I still think it was a good matchup. I think Icebox was definitely, it's just Aspas in that, but they look really good on this.
But we do see that the strats aren't there. They don't have too many protocols, and we're going to be looking for that big squad.
Yeah, especially when it comes down to Leviathan's map pick here, something that they're comfortable to play with.
Right, both
double controller, but again, you got some good minds that can maybe try to ante against what they do, but it wasn't good enough this time around for MIBR. But at least now on Ascent, you could see here that they're not afraid
for the game we've all been waiting for.
With a different composition, get still good value out of it. And my positive aspect out of this one, it shows to me that Shazam still has it. He's put some great numbers on the first map, second map. Payne has done a great job as well as this pulling out for the first time.
All right, guys, I'm gonna go eat. Bye bye. I'll be back in 15. Starving.
Absolutely.
He's proven a point here with the
very big shoes to fill for anyone if you're coming in on the main stage. So you have a very big credit to Payne coming in, Shazam stepping in as well, and we'll see how long they do have time with the squad as we move forward throughout the week.
Not really.
Information on that. But Leviathan, Aspas turned up on Icebox along with King. They had the rotations. They were able to also find out what Liazi's idea was once that happened. And Itopata coming in, the timeouts mattered. It definitely changed the play style. They had different looks coming out of the timeout, so it's good to have that in your strap up.
Yeah, and the analyst did mention that this was a must-win here for MIBR.
Right, it was.
For a chance right now. I mean, he might still have a chance here, but it's tough. It makes me think, what would happen here for MIBR if they actually did have their full roster, a practice roster, and what impact they could bring here towards the VCTs? I think it looks pretty promising for that team.
It does. They have the clutch potential. They kind of have that round potential, the aggression and the looseness that they played with. It's comfort for them. So imagine that being the full team. But it's not an imagine, it's not an if kind of day. It's a what happened, and it was Leviathan taking the double.
Exactly. So that's why we're going to send it down to the floor. So Spix is ready for the Verizon post-match interview.
Oh, they gave Corbin the interview.
Standing here with
I'm not playing. Nope.
Leviathan take down MIBR 2-0. It all started on Ascent.
Welcome back. What'd you get? Broccoli?
Coach Itopata also talked about how that was a favorite comp to go up
Actually?
against, that
Oh, you got your salad.
first time here at VCT Americas this year. What was that like for you to go up against?
I think at the start we definitely were getting like first match back jitters and stuff. And then after that, we just had to, you know, do how we've been scrimming. And, yeah, I think after that, like we kind of adapted to the comp and then we got better.
Sounds good. And I want to dial it back to just a couple of weeks ago. I know that Shanghai was definitely not the way I'm sure you and your teammates would have wished things had panned out. How do you go from, you know, stomaching a tough loss like that, resetting, and then preparing and practicing for stage 2?
It just takes like a whole mental reset. I mean, we made some changes and, you know, we've been feeling like top form, and obviously I don't think we showed like our absolute best today, but I'm really excited for the future and I feel like we're building something for a championship roster.
Obviously a big change that also came in was the departure of Coach Gokhead, and now it's Coach Itopata. How different is the structure that he brings in? What are the biggest changes that you're feeling as a player on the team?
I think Ito brings like a whole, like a kind of like different perspective for us. Gokhead helped us a lot at the start, but I think after that, Ito's kind of helping us build like towards our confidence and being more loose and stuff like that. So honestly, I'm super appreciative. I feel I'm starting to get a little bit more comfortable. I had a good clutch today, so happy about that.
Absolutely, the fans love to see it as well. For now, thank you very much.
What does NYU on their jerseys?
We are going to take a quick breather, but when we come back, it'll be a North American show match that everyone
Never
wants
heard
to
of
see.
it.
Energy versus Sentinel. Stay tuned.
I know the visa.
Yeah.
Obviously, but I don't know.
What'd you get? What was it? Low-key, this match we might see Neon from both teams, because Zakin plays Neon a lot. And then Victor.
And so does Victor.
Yeah.
Victor's who popularized
Neon? Yeah.
Neon,
Yeah, it was on Optic.
It was the one Fracture.
Yeah,
It was Fracture.
that's where it started.
Yeah, that's where I first.
Yeah. That was a quick match. That was less than 2 hours. It ended like an hour and a half.
camp for like 5 minutes. Right.
Red Bull gives you
Yeah.
wings.
It's cold though. I like it. I do.
Like Chris. I wonder what the maps will be. I feel like it'll be like Haven.
Oh my god, Haven's back, right?
Wait, is it?
No, it's not. I missed one.
I know you see that.
I don't think Haven's back.
No, Haven is back. MYBR banned Haven.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Missed me. My favorite gem.
Yeah, Haven does. I feel like it's gonna be Haven. Maybe like, I mean, maybe like split for Sentinels.
They were playing the Viper comp.
Who?
I think most teams
I have
play.
no idea. It's been too long. I think Haven, what, maybe Lotus,
Wait, no, Viper's
or
bad
Vine.
now.
Yeah.
Viper's bad. I forgot about that.
It's not gonna be Icebox, and I don't think it's gonna be Ascend. It'll be like Haven, Split, Lotus, or Sunset. Yeah, Sunset might be one. I think it will be like those three: Haven, Lotus, and Sunset. Okay. Listen, you patched? Yeah. I saw in the. Oh right, Split's out. Split is not in.
Thank God.
Right? They removed Split, I think. It was Breeze and Split they removed, I think. What is there? Oh, they can still play Split. Oh, I see.
Not because they play.
Yeah. Oh, Split isn't until playoffs. Because in the rank they removed both Breeze and Split. But for them, Split is still in. I see. Gotcha.
So Haven's also?
Yeah. It's
No,
just Breeze is
Breeze.
gone.
Oh.
Breeze is just gone. They're nerfing I said they already nerfed them.
So try to buy this.
The team I'm most excited to play is NRG, just because I feel like NRG matches are always a fun one to watch, always really good viewership, and usually pretty close.
Weaving backwards and forwards. Final moments will
What's
do
this?
Half-by conversion.
Yeah, I haven't played it yet.
To me, is a very
I don't
good
even see.
team.
got,
Fundamentally
like,
very sound. They do a good job of
Lots of ropes and stuff and like
What's
open
in it?
areas.
Oh, just
throwing feints. They're also
Yeah.
really good
Yeah.
individually.
There's that sidestep, easy kill, and that is the round confirmed for Sentinels. Saucy so good behind that map.
I'm excited for the matchup in general, and like I said, I love challenges, and that's
you
probably
fall off the map.
Welcome back to stage 2 of VCT Americas,
Like
and
walk-off, or
our
is it like
second
a
match of the day, and this one
fracture?
is going to be a
Like
mega
fractured.
banger. Wish we had the horn, you know, before we can just hit the horn there. That's right,
down
folks.
from the ceiling again.
And I think it's safe to say, co-streamers around the world, you're welcome. All right, we're doing you a solid here, guys. I'm Golden Boy. You got Mel, Wyatt, Balla. Talk about all the good stuff here. I'm excited for this game. It's going to be awesome.
You're right. It is a little nice viewership stipend for the co-streamers.
Yeah, it really is.
Free money glitch.
Enjoy the subs, everyone.
Is FNS not streaming and taking your viewers, but you get to watch
No
it?
fractured? Oh yeah, you can like drop down off the map and die.
It's
Wait,
amazing.
what?
Look at that. What a
Why would they do
that?
that?
Circle, is that the phrase? In any case, though, I don't know. Oh, come on! That's the
That sounds
buzzer.
so
That's the
annoying.
time we get the buzzer.
Yeah.
Ay, Dios. All right, folks. Well, here's the thing. Unlike a lot of the teams that we're checking out in stage 2, the Sentinels lineup intact. no reason to change anything. I think we all kind of identified one of the core issues the team was having genuinely was just burnout. I mean, they were going for a long time, non-stop ball, and you know that will drain anyone at a certain point.
Oh, yeah.
That being said, though, they still didn't put up the numbers to be able to make their way to Shanghai.
Yep.
This is the team we have now.
And the comparison.
Who you guys got? Energy or Sun?
Right? They also had that same.
I got Energy too.
Less time to come back through it, but they make it through and they win the next international. So I think for Sentinels here, America's a little bit more competitive, and you end up not making it into playoffs. And so that's the thing right now, that the margins are close. They are difficult, and they need to step it up. But we know what the peaks are for this team, and I think with this patch, it should favor them too.
Yeah, but they definitely needed to take a breather for a moment there, right? They needed a little bit of rest, right? They missed out on qualifying for Shanghai, but, you know, they were able to get some fun in the sun. Look at these guys enjoying the sun with Tarek. Yo, what does Tarek do with there? He's a part of the team.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, in a way, right? He's the seventh man. Hey, look at that. Great mind. Go ahead and take it. But you know what? That does, at the very least, make you feel a bit happy about the squad if you're a Sentinels fan, because they needed that break. They were constantly talking about it. And Mel, you know, you going through a grueling schedule yourself right now, as a matter of fact. I mean, could you speak to that experience of having to really just, you know, go pedal to the metal nonstop like that?
First, I want to say, you know, every team needs a rest merchant, and Tarek's right there. So, listen, every team needs some R&R every now and then, and if Tarek's serving the rest merchant, then there you go, you have it. But having some time off can be so nice, because when it can just like reset, like any negative feelings you've had in the past, you can kind of get some more time away from it, which is normally the best thing you can do when you take like a really bad loss. Is just time is the only thing that can really heal that feeling. So having that time set aside is great, but also coming back with like a fresh mental, like fresh practice, fresh maps and stuff like that can be a huge boon.
And 9 championship points as well. So they're not in the clear quite yet, but they are damn close, Wyatt.
Damn, they got 9 points?
Being in a comfortable position with their championship points. But the thing is, obviously, is that record-wise, right, you still got to make sure you're in that playoff position.
Yeah, the record is what I'm really looking at to get into the playoffs, because they're tied with NRG. Both teams are 3-3 right now, so this has big implications. And also, it's crazy that G2, the team that went the furthest for America at Shanghai, they are also 3-3. So that little section of the standings is neck and neck. This is a massively important game for them, for both teams.
Yeah, it definitely is.
I have 100 Thieves too. I think it's all super close right
now. Yo, Safiro.
Which is ridiculous.
Thank you for the raid. Appreciate you. Hope you had a good stream, bro. Thank you.
Throughout, because I think
welcome everyone. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it.
Insane schedules coming out, right? The teams that they have to play, they're gonna have to play G2. They're gonna have to play some of these top teams, and it's gonna be difficult.
Thank you.
So
Welcome
they
everyone.
have to start off strong here.
Well, let's go ahead though and hear from the players over on Sentinels. You got John QT standing by with Smix. What you got?
Vamos.
Sitting here with John Cutie ahead of your match today. Today you're going to be going up against NRG for the second time this year, but this time it's with Finesse as the IGL. How does that change things for you going up against them?
¿Cómo estás?
They're definitely going to be harder to beat. FNS is a great IGL, and they had a lot of success with that core. They definitely, I think, upgraded. They need that leadership, so it's going to be difficult, but we are very confident. Yeah.
All right, well, we'll be looking forward to it.
You got to respect what FNS has accomplished as an IGL, and that gives us an opportunity to move on to his squad, NRG. And after failing to qualify for Masters Shanghai, they decided to make some major changes. Marv is out of the team. Demon 1 is on the bench for right now, and they bring back, if you remember last season, they were running it back again for the Squeakquel. You got FNS versus Ensam coming into the team here once again. FNS abandoning a lucrative co-streaming career, right? I don't know, maybe to come back here and compete again. And of course, and Sam too. Yeah, that's right. But the thing is that both of these players, especially Sam last year, was a standout for us. In fact, I was shocked to not see Sam playing again because he was so great last season. So for him to come back into this lineup, I mean, Bala, this has to feel good and familiar, I would say, for the core that was left, right?
Absolutely. The Squeakquel is crazy, but absolutely.
Get this match going, bro. I'm excited to watch this.
Wanted all the way, but to see them come back right now, I think Sam for me was probably the best controller in America. So yeah, I think filling in Marv's shoes here is going to be very easy. And then I think the most important thing is to get some leadership into this squad. I think the amount of time that they had, Finesse coming in here, he's going to be able to take over Ethan's position and make things work.
And Ethan seems happy. You can see it in the picture there. He's got his cat ears.
He does look very content in that photo. Yeah, alleviated the stress of trying to pick up IGLing for the first time and stepping into the massive shoes that, you know, FNS had left behind him.
Yeah.
Because every single person that is an IGL and I think in some way looks up to FNS. Like, I mean, you could probably speak to that yourself as an IGL.
Dude, we have a call out legit called Pujon. Like, I'm sure that every team, even like abroad, like looks up to this guy. It cannot be understated his impact. And I feel like Ethan as well. It can't be like
holy shit, she's got a lot of rings on her fingers. Jesus.
Like, IGL transition can get really ugly. Like maybe like an ego. You're like, I want to IGL the team, but I think he was the one that came to him and he was like, brother, we need some help, bro. Like, get in here, please.
Yeah, I respect that 100%. Well, let's go ahead and hear from the man of the hour. Finesse is back, and he's standing by with Smix.
Smix here with Finesse ahead of your match today. Finesse, it's been a while since we saw you in the Riot Games Arena. 10 months since you last played an official match. How does it feel to be back?
Feels good. It's very nostalgic. A lot of these rooms, the hallways, all that. I mean, it hasn't been that long. But in esports time, it's been pretty long. Yeah, it's nice though. It's nice to be back.
All right, I'm sure all the fans are looking forward to it. Best of luck today.
That is about the excitement that we were hoping for. I feel like Finesse saying, I'm excited to come back. My guy is at a 10 on the hype scale.
The halls, the rooms,
yeah,
still good.
Just those sterile white halls. Love walking
I mean, he's already IGL. He's like, we gotta get through the halls.
We gotta get through the halls, guys. Oh, man. All right, guys. Well, look, here's the deal, right? We all know that FNS could have just kept on streaming, right? But he decided to walk away from that to make another run for a global. This guy has found success in the past, held trophies over his head in Valorant, has been influential, as we found out, you know, from Mel as well. Like, this guy has accomplished so much. So for him to come back here, it has like, and mind you, I'm not making a one-to-one comparison, but it does feel a little bit like, you know, Jordan making his return back to play again. No, not comparing him statistically, obviously.
Did Jordan ever lose to Billy
Jordan? An impactful player who left and then came back. That's the comparison.
There's gotta be a better
you were going to say some crap. I knew you were going to say some garbage.
That was some
It was a great comparison, damn it. I was thinking on the fly, you pigs. In any case, no. Not you, Mel. You're a saint. Never change. But that being said, though, this guy does have an incredible track record, and he's going to be bringing this right back to this team of incredibly talented players.
And honestly, it was pretty shocking at the beginning of this year to see him pursue other options and leave behind what is an unbelievable legacy before, especially back in the beginning, right? 2021, 2022. That was incredible what he was doing there, and that's why he got those accolades. That's why people looked up to him.
Why am I not playing? I explained it yesterday on stream.
Try to pick it back up here.
I'm sure there's a clip somewhere.
It's absolutely not over.
Sure. But there is another player that is coming into this we haven't really touched on all that much, and that's Sam. He's also coming back into this lineup. We said before, one of the best controllers, if not the best controller.
He might have been the best player on NRG last year.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
A lot of times he definitely was. Lock-in at the beginning, beginning of the year, he was insane. And then he still had a really high level for the rest of it. But I want to say maybe that was the peak, but was definitely the best controller from NA last year. I don't think there's any question.
But now he's back, Mel, and you look at the composition of players that are on the team, there's going to be some question marks regarding like who's doing what and how things are going to be playing out here. But you know that Sam can deliver pretty much on anything.
I think especially with this like meta change with like obviously Haven coming back, and then we're seeing the devs trying to push us towards Neon a bit. And I actually think this is going to be a great patch, not just for Som, but like the whole team. Som's going to slot in really nicely because Victor's going to be able to play.
I think they're wrapping up talking.
Neon. And I feel like Victor, I mean, his Neon back on Optic on Fracture was like, whenever I saw how they were playing.
No, actually no, it's going to be like another 5 minutes.
And I think Som's going to be able to slip in kind of easily if they can nail the maps that we're going to play Neon and Raze on. Maybe a question mark is the Jet maps, just purely because we haven't seen Victor and Jet in so long. What, like Breeze 2022?
He did a little bit last year, even.
A little bit.
Yeah, I don't remember the maps.
Plays the artist, maybe.
He definitely was good. I remember when he was playing it on Breeze, he was kind of popping off, and I remember it being a surprise.
He's biting me.
Yeah, but I mean, there's going to be so many questions here. I mean, do you guys kind of feel the same way, where it's like, who's going to play what, or do you feel quite confident?
No.
Yeah.
Look, there are questions because I think replacing Demon 1 is such a crazy thing to do in the middle of the season, but I don't think that it's too difficult to figure out how these roles are going to go. I think more like, are they going to have time to cook? Are they going to get creative like we saw Optic and kind of recapture that energy? Because Back then, man, every single tournament, we thought they were going to come out with something new, right?
Yeah.
Every single time. They were the leaders, and that was something that they prided themselves on. So that's kind of where I'm at. I think Victor for sure is that duelist.
Yeah. All right. Well, as the sole person who picked energy, real quick, how are we winning this one?
Yeah. Okay. I think everything in my brain
That's
is telling
tiny,
me Sen should win. They've had time together. They've had a full 5. They should come back nice, like, and refreshed. But energy has evanescence on. Like, I don't know.
There you have it. You heard it from Mel. Let's send it down to the stage.
Riot Games Arena, it is time to get this
Yo, freaking, thank you for the prime appreciation.
Give it up for your first
The crowd is legit Sun fans only. There's no energy fans.
Anytime Sen plays, all the seats are so. Every time.
And now it is time.
Crowd is gonna go crazy for Sun fans.
Every single time.
Make some noise for your Sentinel!
Every single time. Every single time it's like Sen versus a team. Just, especially energy. I don't know. There's like, it's so quiet. Like let-on teams are always super loud and they're like, yes, let's go, you know? I can always hear them. That's what you don't have to dance.
It's the matchup we've all been waiting for. Sentinels versus NRG. John QT versus a returning Finesse. It doesn't get any better than this, but of course, we saw the predictions. We saw everyone siding with Sentinels outside of one. Outside of one. But that being said, NRG, I mean, this is still a team.
I got energy too.
When you see the players on the other side
you
of the
know,
field,
we
guys,
just want to be interesting because we gotta have like, you know, your good cop and bad cop here.
Ball said it earlier when we were talking about this matchup. Like,
because my hair is also red now. You and I are both
red. 50-50. I'm sure
I agree.
Sen can win.
I guess so.
Could see either team taking this.
Just so we have like variety, you know.
With some time off.
All one go.
And this NRG team should be much better with
Can I just say, 50-50 right now, but that's because of a lack of information, right? Like, it's because we haven't seen
the
what NRG could look like with Finesse on at that helm.
40K. So patch 2, new map, Haven's back as well. Like anything.
Might as well just forget anything that happened before and just be like,
God.
Bow and Boyd, thank you for the prime. I appreciate you.
We're watching. You can't see anything Ben anymore. I love Bell. It's my favorite game ever.
On the wall attached to each other. Yeah. Looking at track opportunity to notice that Zekin has played only ISO in about 2,000 ranked games in the last week. I would like to see him on ISO, and I would like to see him kill contract FNS today.
Next corner is
actually, it would be amazing if that is the case.
And I need FNS to win.
Yeah, imagine. Now,
I need that for the culture, GB.
El Diablo's dead. This is new King of Hell.
I'd blame my cat. Thank you for the prime. I would too if they were in my room.
Hi, my homework.
I love that. That'd be incredible.
Oh, they're playing Lotus. I told you.
Also, let's not forget too, right? You got Zekin.
They had Neo.
I think at the tail end of stage 1 certainly was
And Clove.
You know, not necessarily still playing great, but cooling down a little bit more to where he was like a Masters Madrid, right? Feels like this whole Sentinels team, and we've already harped on that quite a bit
I'll
here.
go for Sen.
But if anything, is there an opportunity that we get Zekin
Spice it
on
up.
Neon, for example? Is there,
Yeah, support my brother.
You could mention ISO, you mentioned that
What
as
are
well.
you
Or do
doing?
they just stick to the standard? No, you think they're going to change things, Bob?
I'm shaking my head because I've got spoilers.
You got spoilers. I'm focused on a conversation with you.
I know.
Open up
I'm
the
like,
Oh, there you go.
El Diablo's dead. This is new King of Hell. Team of one.
Okay, pop off, guys. I'm going to shut up.
I'll start first. I
Have a
like the
deadlock
on Lotus
and a
something
Cypher?
Wow, like they're cooking.
Wow.
really seen it on this map, but they've made it
They're
look
like
Wow.
securing that
It's like
defense so that it's not like rotate city, you know?
Darko, thank you for the prime. I appreciate it.
Here, right on Lotus. This is super
It's the
interesting. There's a
Cloven
lot of really nice walls you could throw over the top of things, like in Waterfall that you've seen before. But none of the duelist changes.
I was gonna say I really like the breach paired with
Deadlock
the
is
neon on
anti-neon?
energy. It's
Yeah,
giving me
for
shades of
sure.
what
I
Oz
think
did
they
with
obviously
the
knew that.
before. And I feel like it's such
Obviously,
a
Victor's
natural,
neon is
great combo.
Yeah.
And I think they're gonna get that chemistry from back then when they were running very similar defaults, like opening it up with the first stun, then neon stunning the second. And then the deadlock interactions are gonna be crazy. Actually, I'm excited to see what kind of nets they have.
Well, I think we're all, just like you, Mel, we're excited. We want to jump into the action. Riot Games Arena, make some noise as we get ready and send it over to your emotional support casters. It's brand
Your emotional support casters.
Thank you very much, guys. Yeah, do you think FNS causes
Oh,
players
there's
that?
more talking. Just start the match.
Gives them a bit of a stroke across the stage.
I was also just giggling. Out there in the crowd with a sign, Pick Clove, had that much chance of working, instantly rewarded.
Instantly, yeah.
These are nuts comps for a clash of two teams where maybe I was coming into this thinking, you know, can Finesse revive this squad? Are we going to see some of that more tactical, slow-paced Valorant, a real battle of minds? This is going to be a battle of mad ideas.
Yeah.
This is going to be some kind of wacky, crazed genius.
Starting, here we go.
They were saying, despite the fact that they think Sentinel should be the favorites, it's been a long time since we've seen both of these teams.
I
in
like
this
Baby
iteration
Bae's
of NRG.
casting, like the duo Baby Bae
Get
and
it.
duo. I thought they were pretty good.
Wow, full retake. They're doing your crunch.
Ooh, look at that, the aggression.
Oh wow.
Offset
You got the opener.
taking this angle, John QT.
Oh wow.
And everybody being collected up and corralled into this corner here. Sentinels now being squeezed, having to use a bit of util now to see if they can pave a way back out of this fight.
It's a great idea to slow the tempo down.
Energy is looking good.
I like
Yeah.
the idea that energy are not forcing the fight. They play that set.
What's
strat at the
Sen's
beginning,
like
and now
win
the
rate
battle
on this map
becomes
historically?
collecting the objective.
Got no idea.
Chat.
This might drop down as well. Plenty players left to watch here. NRG more than favoured. You look at the damage across these Sentinels players, you'd have to see some miraculous shots. Fault line there just in case. Down to a crawl.
It's so difficult to get this back. NRG's strategy has just worked excellently. Smoke
That's a good strat,
dissipates,
though.
door open by tens. Can he hit a shot? To turn
Can
this
he
fight,
hit
isn't
a
it?
If he can get anything done, but no, Som survives and they all topple in the end. So a pistol round win for NRG.
What a beautiful one. A lot of teams have been running this strategy where you put a lot of
Taking
utility
over.
pressure on the push out through Mound,
My
and then you
cat
have
is
two
trying to
players
steal my
that
shit.
also push through B. But there are not many people who run it as a pistol round idea. And when you're playing double initiator on this map, I think on the defense side, you've actually got to have ideas like this. You might think to yourself too, NRG have not had very much time.
It'll be
really
interesting to
practice.
see how they play defense. Cause yeah, they can like do like push rounds like that on defense with Neon, but like you can't do that every round.
10 hours a day, no
Like if you're not really
off days
pushing
since
rounds with
Verizon
Neon,
joined.
it's kind of a
They've
bit
been
harder.
grinding.
Find you.
Obviously playing heavy catch up. Bit of a prep disadvantage for the team, but they do have that slight advantage here with all the crap now. I mean, just catching out Som.
That's a great little punish.
Yeah, obtaining a gun from it. How much more danger is there in the round?
Yeah, I mean, I was just about to say, we've seen Tens do some deadly things with Guardians. You know, C9 in the previous stage were running a strat where they force bought a Guardian on some of these eco rounds just to see if their star player could make magic happen. Certainly don't count them out. But remember that some can still have impact over here on the C site.
You're already seeing it, yeah. Smoke propped up across the choke.
Better chat.
Cam broken. Horn through as well. Finesse
Order
gonna
is
be
a
feeling
bit
this kind of
messed
pressure.
up, but all
He
good.
still lands it at the advantage there, at least with the armor after shock. Fenton Sentinels from really scaling into the back of this site, but now starting to gain some ground forwards. Finesse also going walkabout with his head on a wrong type of swivel, looking in the complete wrong direction. A plant online for Sentinels, a bit of extra pocket change, potentially putting them into a winning position in the round as well. Depends if they can do anything with this one gun still in their hands.
Do you think changes crossing?
From Ethan, cleaning it up. John QT, 15 health though, and he's got a lot more to do.
That was a good round from Sun, but
yeah, but they made it expensive.
Yeah.
Well dealt with there by NRG. As Sen committed to the site, it looked like
I'm freezing.
Scattered a little. I think we're going to see
it's really
a
hot.
lot of scrappy gameplay in this, and not because the teams are bad, but because it's so difficult to recognize what your opponents are going to be doing when we're seeing this kind of cutting edge of the meta. There's been quite a few teams that are running the Cypher Deadlock idea. It's come out of Tier 2 by the look of things. We started to make waves in Tier 1. We saw Fnatic running it on Ascent.
Hi, Toon.
Turtle Troop really trying to set the meta out there, but bringing it over here to Lotus, and Wyatt was talking about the Clove being run as well in that secondary tier. Aggressive again over towards C. But this time running it as a
they're really trying to do like these C fights here on defense with like Neon Breach Stun and like C fight.
Cam's broken.
They are begging Sassy
they're
to
prioritizing C and they're comfortable playing off
It's
A.
only finesse here. Don't you want to go into the Cypher? Don't you want your kill on the
They probably are like
next month.
Yeah, we're coming to Malaysia next month.
Dirty, man. You get cheered by the crowd.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's not true, is it? That's just the trap.
Of course not. No, of course.
Celsius would never call out Finesse saying he's a 42-year-old. Never.
But I worked away towards the A side anyway. So
Should have picked a better spot there. They use like the open for everything.
Slap the impact playing the close.
Not sure about that one.
All grouped up from NRG. It's a bonus round for them as well. So the weaponry is a little bit weaker.
I think it's because I'm right next to this PC and it's like steaming hot
spotting
air
up most of them.
Probably.
Sentinel's post-plant position as well. It's pretty immaculate here. It's hard to
every kill was big here for NRG. They're on the bonus.
Stuns set up. Able to catch the contact of any of these players here with the horn. Dealt with Finesto right from the side.
Yeah, I was gonna say they definitely have like huge.
Oh my god, Tons couldn't even move.
Where that came from. Wingman, defuse, nade, rebounds. Gonna be broken here. Gotta get bodies onto this one for any chance of winning. Sticking, crashes forwards all the way, but no.
Energy made that expensive for Sen though. Wow. That's the thing. I think that's why they're so they want to like. They give up A so easily because they have like set retakes for A, like bread and butter with utility, and especially because like the spaces are so tight. They have like the breach done, etc. I think to just layer it up perfectly.
Sen keep committing into the same area that they've just killed Clove, and so Som is able still to have quite a lot of impact in these situations. Over on C and now over on A, providing those smokes and allowing.
Yeah, they're all in the half armor. They could have gone out on energy.
Didn't find anything in the previous round, and NRG just run it back. Slight variation as they walk into Mound here.
Taking a lot of space here. Yeah. Tens, he's eager for the first engagement.
They have 4 C again every round.
Yeah.
Can't escape it. Victor.
We just keep contesting
that. Yeah, they just keep breach stunning though, and then pushing in with Vic.
A pivot there by Sentinels at least to maybe relieve some of that pressure. They open wide the door, but now lurking their way forward. Zelsis.
I'm gonna take him out.
He looks in that situation as well. Yeah. Victor's just able to capitalize on that so quickly. But Sen, you're right, Brett. They've found a bit of space here, and NRG gave up so much of the rest of the map by stacking 4 players on C, as they have been doing for a lot of their defense rounds. They are Sen overthinking this though.
Go on walkabouts
and into Crashies.
Crashies got his back to all of them essentially. Just watching a slight pixel angle, I think.
Timing is massive here.
He is
not aware.
It seems like, and gaps in the defensive protocols there. NRG, they have only had basically a month together, so it's going to be expected.
Just not fast enough on the pivot to cover those holes.
Planted the spike.
They knew, of course, that it was a fake over towards B, but maybe just expecting Sen to be trying to draw out defensive utility, not going for a big push like that.
Yeah, it was bold. It was a crazy play.
Oh, close around 33.
Drop in a smoke.
Smoke's now down again.
Can't go any further.
He's been made. Victor is well ahead of the rest of his team. Medal rebounds. Low HP in the end, but not enough for the kill. And Zek is still holding his ground in from the side.
That really takes a win. They all went in like 1 by 1.
Yeah.
Wonderful mid-round adjustments.
Vic ran in, died, then
Looking great there.
and then
There's so
Ethan
much
and
risk
Yuto
in taking that kind of pathing.
They're all at 3 kills.
And
Yeah.
you know, you could get caught by
3-3.
somebody who's rotating from A over towards B on that fake tap.
I feel like they have to do
You could
something
also get caught in a crossfire over
to hold,
there.
yeah, something proactive to like hold that C line because they know that they're. Then they might also be energy might be like conditioning it so that like they might like throw up like a fake neon wall or something or like a fake breach stun and then like actually stack A, push them off the line after conditioning it.
Decent. They've got themselves advantages, but by
Back then you wouldn't condition shit, but like maybe with FNS like they are starting to condition, but I just think they're like pointing for like traps and like now they have a B trap. A traps are hard and like Sentinels knows that they have a good A fight because they have neon and breach stuff so they can't go out A.
Together too, always the main three.
I've seen go A every round they'll win, I'm not gonna lie. If they just wait,
role
find the trap and go every round. As long as you end there, I think you win every round.
So far, I mean, heavy play by
I think the
NRG
one thing they're
overall.
worried about is like the amount of utility that energy has, so they might be trying to like burn that utility to help, or else it's like really heavy on the.
Seeing if they will run themselves into that B side, but no, over towards C.
Energy are just pointing for traps, like they're pushing with neon again.
Saw the lineup being set up from Mound.
Yeah, and it's a great barrier. We've seen other teams
They
run
just,
this as well.
you just can't make it work every time.
Just locks them out from playing the.
Like it'll work twice and then you just start dodging
really
it.
play into this one, but they're still holding for this.
Crashes his ult too.
Util in their hands as well, spotting all these bodies. Swap flashed. A little bit late and
That's
delayed.
scary.
1 for 1. Give it away to Rifle.
Yeah, no one wins second.
Drops back. Ults now have to be committed here. Annihilation.
So low.
Didn't connect. Ethan. Tasty little treat for him. Pulled and backed away here and still walking down that Mound Avenue.
So tilting when you get caught into that deadlock.
He is the mouse, look at him.
He is a
Gonna be
mass.
losing it there.
Rat.
But
Feel
okay,
that.
it was an eco round. They forced out the deadlock ult on the other side. So the silver lining still, but the ult bank is getting large for Sen. And they're feeling like they're
They have
getting
4
a
ults
lead
this
on
round,
what
and they're
John's
one off
doing.
breach.
The
One
more
off breach
reps that
ult.
you get against an
Probably gonna
unbeaten
fight
opposition,
for
the
A
more
ult
that
here. It looks.
John is going to start to get an understanding of how the whole team wants to play.
Fans are
It's not just
cheering
the way
like
that
Sen
Fnatic
1
call it, but like
BCT.
what
Sen
ideas
fans
do they
are like Sen fans are like the Latam fans.
Hey, aren't you a Sun fan now? You're rooting for Sentinels.
I'm not like a Sen fan.
joking,
Like I root
no,
for the
that's
team, but I don't put me in with Sen City. They're so scary. I'm like terrified of
Still being
them.
used. Even on the cap.
I mean, this gun
To his,
here.
he just didn't know where
You're
it was, so
supporting
it had
the
to be
team.
revealed. Eventually broken.
And this is one of the more standard defensive setups.
From
right
what
now.
I've seen,
It's one of
energy
first
still
times
looks like
we've
the
actually
same
seen them
energy.
fight
I'm
over
not gonna-
towards Rubble. They're not
Just
posting
do a
anybody
trap
up. I
and
thought
then
maybe Son
that's
with
all
his
it
ult
is.
would be looking to play in that direction and try to fight real heavy over Rubble. But Som is
Also,
anticipating that this one is going to end C, probably reading into the fact that Zeken's one away from the showstopper. That would be the most natural
Out
place
of
to
trap,
pivot to.
please.
Pick up that orb over at Mound. Showstopper in. It's not what Sen have got in mind, though.
No, very different actually. You don't really expect this. But walking their way over towards the B site. One trip to stop them.
And Ethan's just put away his fault line. He was thinking about stunning off this trip contact.
Purely contact up until.
Ooh,
The deadlock wall.
the angle
That's
there.
so annoying.
No, he was there for another second.
Oh, that's bomb.
Oh, they got bombed
No
then.
man's land, full control now for
That moment
NRG
was fine.
and chaos.
Yeah.
That's where the round's been thrown
But he's
into.
all the
About
way in
30
B. He
seconds
needs to
left.
regroup with
At
them.
risk of a Melons moment, but we'll see if it ends up playing like this one. And Sentinels just make the call to save. Just back away. No, they've got the ult.
No, they've got the ult to play
Yeah.
with here. So Tens is going to be able to pick that up.
Can't be blocked.
You can't deny it with just one player.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
They
Ooh.
pushed them as they were going to the retake.
This one still seconds got enough time. Down below, stuns up.
Can't do anything. Yeah.
Wow,
That
that was a
retake.
good retake.
It was mostly because he died with bomb there. That like really messed up their
Yeah.
timing.
Minute details.
What a recovery then from NRG towards the end, deciding to send it after losing 2 players.
Plus they had
That's
so
a
much
good
utility
Energy
to
were in
like
complete
ult
control
wise.
of that round.
Yeah.
As
Like,
soon as
secured that.
the blunder came through, of John dropping Spike over towards A lobby, not anticipating that double push coming out through C Mound. As soon as the spike goes down, NRG should have been in control. And
Mission
2
C.
kills came through real quick up top here.
A rolling thunder saving the
But
day.
Energy's pushing every round for info.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
mid round
Finish
or
off
late
just
round,
clean
yeah.
up the plan.
Get that info and then
Good stuff. Big ults invested. And NRG back to their old tricks, looking like they want to fight over here. This, is it going to be some kind of trap? No, they're just shoving it in.
4 players going forward, stuns. A bit of friendly fire. Barry, oh my god, I mean, second.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
They've done it like 5 rounds already at the start of the round.
Fast moving all around the place here. Now it's up to
Worked the
Son.
first turn, that was it.
Saw the presence of the players over towards A. It's up to him to see if he can be a stalwart defender. But he's got Zekin with a showstopper to deal with. Still instant.
That's a
Few
lot.
reses?
Just evade him with the movement.
What
Still
the
he can't
fuck
evade the
was that
rocket.
res?
Secondary cleanup now. Players
How
moving
about
into
that
position
res?
from NRG. Already FNS looking for that early face.
They're playing
Drop
4
down towards
C-Block,
Pit.
they're not playing for the 8 retake.
Gonna be missing his mark.
yeah.
Just
It's like
leaves, crashes,
fighting the
and
main 1v5.
I think that's like the one hole is that they. It's
They
once
should
you
do, like, spawn or
realize,
something.
once you realize where they're playing and what they're pushing, what they're
Pistol
taking
round.
control of.
Looking great
especially
from
with these.
NRG, completely caught Sen off guard. They didn't quite have the protocol to be ready for it.
I'll just have to play
In this
back
round,
there.
Wall
and
goes
you-
down immediately, double face there from Second and from
Dude
Ten.
dies like that and he reses.
And on top of Sen improving the way that they deal with that aggression, you also had a
res.
team stun coming out.
Donkey is definitely adjusting really well to like the first like surprise
If
round.
you stun your
Yeah.
own Neon, that's not going to help.
It's a rough one. Definitely a rough one. Sentinels looking drilled on these angles.
And I was talking earlier about how much depth NRG were going to have. They've
Like this is the round where you do
a
something.
variety of
Like
defensive
what they
setups.
tried doing last round.
But I think also the
Last
composition
round you
is
just
just
play standard.
requiring them to play
And
more
this round you
aggressively.
like push or something.
Having double
You're,
initiator in this spot, you
red
don't
guns.
really want to be playing for info necessarily. You want to be trying to use that initiator utility to bring the fight to Sen.
Yeah.
And they've kind of struggled with that. Sen have done a great
Think about the
job
deadlock
at
stuff.
adapting to all of that.
I haven't
pressure.
seen anything out of Deadlock. I
You
mean, I
just
guess
the
they're
walls
just,
slow
they're
it
just like
down.
blowing off like
Yeah.
Feels like Sen are
this
This
and this, I
one
guess.
here too,
Yeah,
it
those
just-
are good, but
big ult cycle.
like
You gotta
slows
get there
down
first.
There's a
the
chance here for NRG to get back
retake.
into things.
up until that, that was
Probably
like
not
kind
in
of
this
useless.
round.
Got
Or open
like
wide,
good
just
post
bait
plant.
out.
I'm interested in seeing it
It's a
on
piece of the
defense.
utility from NRG.
Yeah.
El Diablo's dead. There's no king of hell.
Bruce, second to the
Oh,
That's a lovely combo.
That was
Sees
a crazy
somehow
lead.
not connecting
It
into
was
the corner
tethered
there,
too.
So
Yeah.
some surviving 4 now, but plucked at the seams. There was a weak goodbye from NRG, worth
Oh, mouse
considering
assist.
into this, but Sentinels are now really starting to get that
I
momentum.
couldn't so.
underneath
Chat, what
them.
mouse does Zach use?
Yeah, they're looking great.
Oh, the Viper
They really
V3 or
work
something.
Oh,
for taking B
yeah.
main for free there, putting a lot of pressure A at the same time
Mouse is
with
so
the cam.
big.
Open door, paranoia comes through. It feels like NRG are finding it difficult to get a read on where the Sen players are in order to hit them with that big utility. Ethan had his big round with the retake, where he got a huge amount of value with that Rolling Thunder, but outside of that, the Breach Util hasn't
That's
really
sure square.
been
I've
able
been playing
to
against another one.
precisely locate people and provide a follow-up. So
El
timeout here
Diablo's
call
dead.
for
There's no
NRG.
king of hell. Demon one.
Do they have an ability to play a
Like
slower
let's see,
game
thank you for the tier 1
with this
2 months
composition?
future.
I think it is somewhat possible to try to do something like fight a rebel early on in the round, post up somebody like Son, and try to rotate basically off the information that Son's going to provide.
I don't want to get too into the weeds in terms of the agent changes either, but, you know, Neon, she's missing a stun now. Typically, you see a Neon offload if you're going to try and fight for the A rubble like you were saying. Early, Victor, when he's been playing over towards A, he hasn't been using it. He's been saving
I
it. 'cause he
mean,
knows it's
using
only-
safer ult is like,
So
yeah.
you do have to consider all the little changes in the way that they add up and the way that you might play normally with this composition, the way we've seen it play in the past, at least when teams use the Neon.
Yeah. Plus it doesn't do much because there's still 3
Yeah.
bombs, so they can just sit and spawn.
We're mentioning it
Doesn't
only
really
had about
do
a month
anything.
together as a team with this unit, this core.
But at the same time, I mean, the core has been
around for a while.
Around for quite a
El
long time.
Diablo's
It's only
dead. There's
recently
no king of hell. Demon one.
Neon is a hard
no
pick for
need for him to
defense.
fight with Ethan.
You're just forced to,
Wow.
as I'm talking about Neon, there you go.
Keen eye from Victor and even sharper aim. Rattling away the shots, but the trace
Unless you do that, then like, there you go.
Yeah.
Then Neon is good.
himself a kill, still the
Max pick, I know. As I was about to start talking about Neon.
He's gonna have to be expended here to try and push back and away these players. NRG.
Yo, Deadshot, thank you for the tier 1.
When you even realize this.
When you see that the spike is down in uncomfortable spots like this, it's just the premium tell that Sen were not expecting aggression in that area. Same as when John got caught with it over towards A lobby. They just weren't expecting NRG to be that aggro and fight inside 10 smoke like that. Now this time, of course, they don't have the Omen ult to be able to go and retrieve that, so they've got to Trying to
I wish you
create
guys could see this.
some angles
Leo's
elsewhere.
sitting on
They're
his
hoping
mouse
that NRG are playing super heavy still around Mount, trying to deny them from taking that area, but it's only Som that's been left.
Okay. Just open up the door to 2 players, though. We'll clear most of this, so it gives them access.
30
to the spike.
seconds,
The trouble
though.
is
There's
time
like
is of the essence.
decision here.
Yeah, it's a hard
Not much of
round.
it left for Sentinels in this one. We're only 30
Yeah.
seconds into the round. Full
Finesse full
cypher
util
setup.
too.
FNS though is playing up
Yeah.
close and personal, way ahead of
Looking
his
like
setup,
energy one.
making all the noise in the world.
I think
Straight
so
through the
too.
cage. You just get that information for him and now
Ooh,
backing
they
away
come
to
back
safety. But it looks like B is going to be the goal.
I mean,
Still,
again,
going to be slowed
he's
down
just
and
gonna deny
stunted.
them, so-
Fault line missing. Being held off the contact of Ethan. What is the call now? Over towards B is really the only option for Sentinels. You've got to try and lock this
He
one
definitely needs to
down.
push
Not going
up
to be
here.
pushed back and prevented from planting. So an extension into the round for Sentinels themselves. Double faces, nice energy. Cool,
That was
calm,
a
and collected.
crazy swing from Crashy.
My God, man, that is nasty from Crashies.
Just,
the final
this
player looking
round
to hold
wasn't
off the horde. This is
Yeah.
looking like NRG have got themselves in a great
good.
situation to convert.
A 1v4 is just not possible.
The jiggle peaks, the little shoulder
That's
peaks
how
that
no,
Crashies
like,
throws out there.
NRG are
Maybe
just
a beta
fighting
shot,
C and they
that was
still
already
go
the
into
point.
there.
Sassy for having excellent patience with it.
Yeah.
And then Victor, Crashies just waits for
like
that
the
extra
best
player
rounds
to come
where
alongside
they
him,
like
swings
deny
out,
getting picked off
dominates.
like that.
Just little moments like that, that realization that yes, this core of the team. I was talking about it in terms of, the map depth, not really having too much time to practice together, but little moments like that where they're calling, play together.
Yeah, it's nice.
Makes a difference.
That's good.
And once more, that round set up by getting an advantage off
I
an
don't care about
early set
anything
play.
except himself.
Similar
Fluffy
setup here
paws.
again. 2C, 2B, just leave A to finesse. Seems to be the major adjustment they made coming out of the tag timeout. And Som on a pretty filthy off angle without the ult to be able to play it. These stuns, they've kind of given NRG priority
That was
over
the point.
angles.
I know.
They've really been catching people for kills.
Sentinel's been doing a good job of trying to play it cautiously.
Yeah, they're always
bait
baiting
out
it
the
out.
util. Yeah.
El Diablo's dead. Let's move
It's filthy.
Yeah, I think
need
the
the second
Prime
Yeah,
played it.
can only do that online. Welcome back to the stage, Som.
On land, surely.
On land, that's what I meant to say. Listen, we're shaking off the rust. It's been over a month.
Senna falling into NRG's trap here as well. This is where Finesse has got his setup. Victor is providing them all the information over on the other side of the map.
Grab their forwards. Fault line's good as
Yeah,
well.
like that
Slows
one
it back
doesn't
and
have that
around
much
here.
value right now. It's not gonna lie.
Second's gone walkabout.
It's like the
He's gone
ISO on
upstairs
paint.
here. And it may, the fact that the deadlock
Doesn't do
was
anything.
used should mean that Crashies isn't paying too much attention to it, but he absolutely is.
Still watching, he's going to be taking a fight in the
Oh,
reclaim.
Deadlock has bomb.
Такой чат, как бабки около кабинета врача. Что делать будем? Да, голова болит. Что делать? Ты должен, Эксквайр. Как минимум шашлык. Как минимум шашлык Вачику с леча. Где парень, который тебе хотел цветы отправить? Бля, кстати, да, был типчик какой-то. А ты сказал, что тебе не нужны, да, цветы? Помнишь, Маш? Маша, ты знаешь, какие приятные слова я сегодня прочел? А, я вспомнил. Это, бля, он в Италии, да, который живет, пацан, да. Слышишь, Маш? Знаешь, какие я приятные слова сегодня прочел? Подарок куплю в ТЦ и отправлю тебе. Это как стихи какие-то, блядь. Подарок в ТЦ я тебе куплю и отправлю. Это Хокку, да? Пожилое Хокку? Здорово, хуета, доброе утро. Ну вы уже придумали, что вы деду подарите на юбилей? Чат. Он никакого хейта, а не хуета. Блять, скажи сам свой ник. Хуета же, я ж правильно говорю? Хуета, скажи, я прав или нет? Ты хуета, Маш. Ля, попросил хуету одну, и вторая хуета нарисовалась. Ха-ха. Ха-ха-ха. Вообще хейта правильно, но в данном чате хуета уже прижилось. Бля, ну как можно ник делать? Никакого хейта. Оно читается даже как хуета. Доброе утро. Бля, Милад, кто бы нахуй что говорил, ты поставил себе фамилию Мягков. У тебя фамилия этот, блядь, скажи, какая, блядь? Откуда ты там? Из Ирана или из Афганистана? Милад Мягков. So I can better miss my home. Никита, доброе утро. А зачем агентов присылать, когда можно сигнатурку заказывать? Одна сигнатурка полторашка. Хотите деду весь ММР проебать? За пятнашку можно просто деда опустить. Как говорится, ну не хотелось бы. Не хотелось бы, конечно, ну ладно. На инвокере? Сделаем. 100 тысяч одним донатом и cold snap на всю игру с этим, со стенкой. К вашим услугам. Кто-нибудь уже заказывал в доната 9 часов стрима хомяка? Как медведь с третьей позиции? Да хуй знает, не играет никто особо на нем. Что там надо для Cold Snap плюс Sting? Да я просто играл один раз в жизни в первую доту на инвокере. Я не знал, что у него скиллы, ну, свапаются. Я прокачал ему Cold Snap и второй какой-то спел, типа, блядь, стенки. И играл нахуй всю игру, блядь, с этими двумя спелами. А при чем здесь левша и Legacy Case, Мирана? Правой рукой неудобно по клаве тыкать. Понял. Ну не, я такой проблем не знаю. Что за песня играет? Хит. Охуенная. Да, да. Охуенная группа, да, Маш? Ля, как прыгаю, да? Ручками делаю красиво. Таблетка начинает, кстати, действовать потихоньку, чувствую. Отдачи такой нету уже в этот, в ебало. Кстати, надо голосование устроить, слышишь, Паш? На стриме или в группе в Телеграме. Стоит ли тебе возвращаться к жене? Или продолжать жить с текущей? Делаем. И как чат скажет, так ты и хуя.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Бля, так это хуйня. Один раз была хуйня, я прикалывал уже. Мы, короче, разговаривали по поводу аукцион сделаем. Бля, прикольная тема, кстати. Бля, нихуя себе, в натуре. Не видел Чена в этом патче, ни в одной игре не видел. Слышишь, этот... Короче, прикинь... Аладушек, привет. Тип, короче, заходит и рассказывает, говорит, у него есть девочка, ей 18 лет, а ему 27. И он такой... Типа, вот, живу с 18-летней, там, туда-сюда, но, говорит, еще помимо, там, с какими-то телками общается. И что-то я просто решил вслух это произнести, что, говорю, бля, пиздец, я говорю, чувак, говорю, с одной живешь, говорю, с 18-летней, еще, говорю, какой-то с другой подкидываешь. А он в этот момент на колонках, походу, стрим мой смотрел с вот этой, со своей телкой. Он мне потом через 5 минут пишет сообщение: в следующий раз, пожалуйста, громче скажи, и я буду жить на улице. Ебать, вы чё, охуели вообще? Я виноват? Дед виноват, нахуй, в оконцовке. Виноват дед. Он не то, что с 2-3 тёлками одновременно, блядь, шляпа, блядь, исполняет. А виноват я, нахуй, что просто это перечитал его текст. Понятно. Спасибо. Заслуженно. Ну не, мы поржали с этой хуйни нормально. Самые до... О! Так. Так. Спасибо большое, Рорчик. Благодарю тебя за поддержку. Спасибо. Пишу, короче. Ну, пацану пишу. Привет, дорогой. У меня скоро день рождения. Продай свою хату за 200к, как договаривались. Вспомнил твое обещание. Родной, я дуру гоню. Он мне пишет: доброе утро. Ебучая жара. Вчера газон косил. Спина обгорела. Заработала, но я указывал карту как в долларах, в рублях. А, ну в долларах дело, Рорчик, конечно. Это приятно очень. В такие моменты Мите очков не хватает и накидки шерстяной. Интересно, что мне подарят на твой день рождения? Бля, у нас с Пашей в один день рождения, 21 июня. Старый без бороды, так, как так, вот так. Вот так вот, дорогой. Проспорил. Короче, Грот, сказали, что ты должен завалиться на стрим и хотя бы лям перекрыть страдания мои за бороду. Сказали, зайдет типчик, Грот погоняла, е на конце черточка. И вкинет лям, чисто, блядь, от души на ход ноги, просто от сердца, блядь. Короче, тебе еще 14 и сможешь взять штаны, пон. Старше тебя на 15 лет 1 месяц. А есть старше меня кто-то в чате? Есть кому 35 лет? Ребят, есть такие в чате? Исторические, почти исторические фигуры прошлого. Саня, тебе 40 лет? 33? Dead like you, а тебе сколько лет? 35, 40, 40. Да кому вы нахуй? Блять, я не верю, что вы, блядь, 40-летние тут сели, блядь. Ля, пишет 35, 40, 41, блядь. Вы чё, ля, 36, блядь. Не, ну Олег Вов, там лет 50 типу, блядь. Вов только сейчас 50-летний играет. Я ему не верю, что ему 36. 89-го года, ля, нихуя себе. Ля, посмотри. Реально, блядь. Ля, посмотри. Я думал, меня смотрят, ну, 20-летние, 25 лет. Сколько вам лет? 36, 36, 35, 30, 40, 40, 41, 33, 40, ебать. Ебало представили? 32, блядь. Серьезно, 40, в октябре 41 будет. Бля, мне нахуй страшно. Я думал, тут малые нахуй, а тут, короче, вообще пиздец. Пожилое комьюнити, блядь. Тут вход с 30, да, блядь. 42 завтра будет? Да ладно. 42 будет тебе? Ну, у тебя 82 даже, да, написано этот? Подожди. Или 82-го года ты должен был меня быть на 8 лет старше. Вот тебе 42 будет, реально. Не, подожди, стоп. Это какая-то наебка. Тебе должен быть 41, а не 42. Или 42. 33, блядь. Пиздец. Не наебка 40, 80. Не, да я вон у типчика смотрю, 40, у него 82, понял, в нике. Значит, ему реально, походу, ему будет 42. Да я понял, я что-то не смог посчитать. Я, короче, туплю. Мне просто будет 34, блядь. Ну, правильно, да, тебе будет, если ты... Не, все правильно. 42, если у тебя в нике год, да. Димон, я один из 4 еблан. Говорите, я вас слушаю. Кого? Это кому посвящается? Пожилым трек? Нашли чат, где 30 это еще молодой. Ух, ебать. Хороший звук. Маша, не плачь. Не утонет в речке мяч. Сколько я стримлю? По времени? Ну, лет 9-10, наверное, не знаю. Не, подожди, во сколько я... Не, подожди, нет. Со скольки я стримлю? Я не помню. Ну, лет 9-10, да, наверное. Угу. Получается, ты смотришь меня с самого начала? Ну нет, у тебя, даже если посмотреть на отслеживание с 2018 года. Ну вот, например, Макс Blind Doll, он меня отслеживает с 15 года, с сентября. А сейчас уже 24. То есть 9 лет точно есть. Как отслеживание посмотреть? Бля, ты просто в свой, ну, нажимаешь левой кнопкой на свой ник, если за кампиком. Если в телефоне, наверное, надо его зажать. Ну, бля, обожаю вот эту песню, пиздец. С 15 года август. Ну, нихуя себе, у тебя, получается, давненько. Что у тебя в жизни за эти 10 лет прошло? Рассказывай. Ты с Сингом играл? У меня даже ака не было, понял? Вот смотри, я стримлю 10 лет. Я тебе единственному донатил. Хуяси. Привет, Санчес. Школу закончил, универ закончил, работу нашел, женился. Плотно. А дед как сидел на фоне шкафа, блядь, древнего нахуй, да? С обоссанной тряпкой на, блядь, кресле нахуй. Так и сидит, скажи, да? Оно? С 16-го года? Ты вообще сильно поменялся за 9 лет или нет особой... Ты у меня спрашиваешь? Поменялся ли я сильно? Ну, как минимум, у меня волосы перестали расти на голове, блядь. И борода стала седая, блядь. Как мел, нахуй. Вообще нихуя ничего не изменилось. Но я стал мудрее. Бля, охуенная песня. Бля, Миша, я тебе сейчас скину, блядь, то, что ты, ну, если будет смешно, прикольчик дня перебиваешь, ничего не знаю. Есть только если будет смешно, если не смешно, то похуй. Для чего существует такой спорт, как бег? Ой, Милад. Иди иди плова покушай. Че я в телефоне смотрю? Свою группу ТГ. Что за трек? Называется группа Breathe. Haze. Туман. Песня. Подписывайтесь на Телеграм, чтобы не пропускать трансляции, ребята, если вам нравится. Как я лежу и читаю чат. Хомяка? Да не. Ау? Ну, таблетка подействовала. А тебе? Тоже помогло, да? Привет, Иркис. Решил нафармить ко дню рождения? Да. Так. Давайте, короче, я пойду отдыхать. На самом деле не отдыхать. Спасибо всем, кто был на стриме, ребят. Всех благодарю. Хорошего вам сегодня воскресенья. Отдохнуть или что вы там собрались делать. До следующего врубления. Если что, на... Ну, если врубаю, там туда-сюда, в ТГ будет инфа. Подписывайтесь, еще раз прошу вас, кто не подписан. Всем пока-пока. Я ушел. Бы-бы. Гы-гы. Кстати, сегодня охуенно отыгралось. 7 игр выиграл, блядь. Тупо.